Now we'll be heading shortly back to Ashaman. My colleague Maxwell is on standby with the Member of Parliament for Ashaman, Ernest Nogbe, to tell us more about the death of that young man who died as a result of some scuffle between him and a military officer who is part of the Operation COVID-19 safety team enforcing the lockdown. Of course, we know that his name, as indicated in the statement by the MP, is Eric. Let's go live now. Maxwell, take it away.
Scene where this young man who in his mid-30s was allegedly shot and killed by a military officer. We are told by the public relations officer of the military that this gentleman actually tried you're told by the military that this gentleman actually tried disarming an officer on duty here. Well, some meters away from where I'm standing, very close to the market, the youth are standing there quite agitated about the situation. But just here also is the police checkpoint where we have the military and then police here. But luckily we have the Member of Parliament for the Ashaman constituency, Ernest Nogbe. He's here with me. Mr. Nogbe, you're welcome to JoyNews.
Thank you very much, my brother. How are you doing?
Great. I'm fine, thank you. Now, you released a statement today, and you are saying that contrary to the information that we have from the military, your information that you've gathered from the ground indicates that what the military is putting across is inaccurate. Can you explain to us exactly what happened and what your sources have been telling you?
Thank you very much. Exactly, it is inaccurate. What the military put out there is not what is the reality on the ground. Yesterday, I was called about this particular incident. When I came here, I made a few contacts and few checks for eyewitness reports, and you realize that the guy Ofochu had nothing untoward about against the military. He has never struggled with the military to the extent that people will say that he's trying to disarm a military officer. In any case, it is not only this military officer on duty. There are about 4 and 5, including a police officer on duty. So how can a single person wanting to disarm a military officer in the midst of all the other military officers to extend that they have to shoot at him? And in any case, look, if you are provoked by any instance, you could not go back, make a phone call. After making your phone call, then you shoot at the person and you say you are provoked in the midst of what? And if you look at the statement that the military put out, they said they were suspecting the guy of a narcotic-related offenses. So I'm asking, the policeman was there, military man was there, military men, let me say military men were there. So what is the duty of the police officer? Anybody found breaching the laws of narcotic must be arrested by the police officer who was present at where the thing happened. It is not the duty of a military officer to engage the civilian for any narcotic offenses. You understand that? So what the totality of what the military has put out there is inaccurate, and it is not factual. It is not a reality on the ground. If you come to the ground, what happened was that this guy was asked to go back, to go home and stay home. Yes, I agree that anybody who is loitering around without any tangible reason must be asked to go and stay home, because this disease is no respecter of the law or is no respecter of any human being. We are all at risk, so we must all stay at home, which I agree vehemently. And I'm one of the proponents who always say that anybody who is being seen around loitering, the police, the military, the officers must persuade the person to go back home. And that is the instance, because we are all at risk. Now, what happened was this guy was asked to go home and you whip him. And then he tried to collect the cane from you. That is it. Just step 3 feet back, make a phone call and shot at him. And you can tell me that you were struggling with not a pistol, and you shoot at somebody's heart, and you tell me that you were struggling. And in any case, as a military officer, are you supposed to cock your rifle? Whilst walking in town, to extend that when you are struggling with somebody, immediately the thing will veer off?
Now, you have described this as a disproportionate use of force. You've described it as inhumane. In fact, you've described the military man as trigger happy. In fact, you use the word barbaric to describe what happened here. With all these facts that you still, with all these that you're telling me right now, you still stand by those words that you used?
I still stand by those words, and I still maintain that it was barbaric, and the military man was a trigger-happy man, because you can't just, a civilian who is not holding any weapon, not even a stone, then you shoot at that person, and you want me to call you a professional. You are not a professional.
Now, some of your constituents are quite agitated about this. We've seen quite a number of them massing up here at this market. As a member of parliament, what are you doing to calm the situation? What are you doing to de-escalate the situation right now?
Yeah, we have started since yesterday. If not because of our interventions, what would have happened here yesterday would have been worse, because I always maintain that the people of Ashama and the youth of Ashama are peace-loving people. But you dare not, if you dare us, we will also retaliate. That is our mission. We will love peace, we will maintain peace, we will make sure that we abide by the rules of the law, but you dare not touch us. Now, this military officer, from all purposes, or let me say the intent of words, lack of words, was barbaric towards one of our main people. But that does not mean the rules of engagement, the law should not work. Okay. I have maintained that we passed the Restriction Law Act in Parliament. So if you see anybody loitering around, just apply the rules of the game. Just apply the laws, and that will be it. But don't take the law into your own hand by shooting a civilian who is not holding any weapon.
Now, in your statement, you talked about disappointment. You said you are disappointed in the president for not touching on this issue that happened here at Ashaiman. Why are you disappointed? Yeah, you expected the president to speak about this issue? Yeah,
the president should have spoken about this issue. At least this is the first time ever since the lockdown happened.
But he condemned, the civilian. He condemned the brutalities out there. In his speech, he did that. In any case,
if you condemn the brutalities, and the most serious, the severest one, you could not condemn it. You could not single out a murder of a civilian to sympathize with the family, sympathize with the constituents, to sympathize with the people of Ashaiman, then you have not done anything. Because this is the only place that a civilian was killed during this lockdown. The rest of the cases we see maiming and brutalities, etc. But this is where life, can you bring out that life? That life cannot be brought back again. So the president, Nana Akufo-Addo, was supposed to condemn the act in Ashaiman specifically. Maintain that this should not happen again, because we are not in normal times. But the fact that we are not in normal times does not mean the law should be thrown out to the dogs.
Now let's talk about your demands. You're calling for an independent investigation into this matter, and you want the culprit to be brought, to book. Independent investigations. Why?
Yeah, independent investigation, because when you look at the statement that the military has put out, it will preempt, it will tell you the findings of their investigation, that their investigation will come out. Because if they can tell you that the man was found, offending the narcotic rules for that matter, and he was struggling with the military officer and the rifle went off, you can predict what the outcome of the investigation will be. But I am saying that is not the reality on the ground. So we need independent investigators, we need independent investigative body to investigate the matter, because the youth are agitating. Okay. And since they are agitating, they must see the logical conclusion of what transpired, and they must know, because most of them were witnesses to what happened.
Okay, 30 seconds. You're also calling for the withdrawal of the police officers who were here on duty on that day. I'm sure they are not the same people, the military officers. I'm sure they are not the same people working here today.
Yeah, I'm calling for the removal of the military officers, not the police officers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, military officers.
Yeah, the military officers who were on duty here yesterday, because when the youth, it is normal when you see somebody who has taken the life of one of your own, you see them around. How will you feel? And that is where the agitation will come more. So I'm just advising the military hierarchy to withdraw all those people who were here yesterday. They can bring any other person to withdraw them. But let me tell you this. Ashaiman is a cosmopolitan community. People come to Ashaiman to trade. People come to Ashaiman, they don't have even homes in Ashaiman. They sleep in front of kiosks. They sleep in front of people's stores. You understand me? So treatment of such people must be different from how you treat others. If somebody is sleeping in front of his kiosk and you come and sack the person to go home, to go to which home? That is his home, and he's sleeping there. As long as they are not clustered together, as long as they are not gathered together, you don't have that audacity to throw them out, because they are here to trade, send money back home.
Okay, so you just had Member of Parliament for Ashaiman, Ernest Nogbe. Now, thank you very much for speaking to us. Now, I mentioned to you that the scene where of the incident is just about 100 meters away from here. So we want to take you to the scene and see how some of the youth here are quite agitated about the situation. Some of them are still gathered there trying to, register their displeasure about the situation. Let's take you to the scene of the incident. Well, some of the market women we've been speaking to here tell me that the young man is in his mid-30s and he works here at this market as a truck pusher. We are told that he's quite a hard-working guy, loved by a lot of the market women who are here at this market. So this is where the incident happened. Okay, so what you can see now is the crime scene. This is where the shooting actually happened, and you can see. Can you, sir? What's your name?
I'm Honorable Shadrach Tete, the assemblyman for
You're an assemblyman for this area. Okay, so what are we seeing there? What is this? What are these bottles and this red band doing?
Because the guy is a friend to everybody. The area guys decided to put this to show some, how they call, some mercy. Okay. Yes, that's why this thing has been put in.
We at this point want to speak to some eyewitnesses. I'm sure as the assemblyman, you've had some people coming to you two people who saw what happened. Two ladies. Okay, so we want to hear from them exactly how the shooting happened here at this market.
Some of the blood.
Okay, where's the blood? Okay, so what you're showing me now is the splattered blood here at this market, right in front of this container. And this is where Ofochu, popularly known as Noyawa, died. A lot of the market women call him Noyawa. Okay, you've watched the blood. What's your name?
Mekatri.
Okay.
Me kabrofuna, me capture na nam di brofuna fe because ebe hin. Ena makuma so ya me ya because Ofochu anya omushi.
Okay.
Yeti kasikasa na yeti no yeti na eni muhaya costo eni muhaya eni.
Well, essentially, so at this point we wouldn't want to show her face. We'll just be showing you the market. We want to protect her identity. Yeah, show we need. Yeah, show we need. No, we are not showing your face. No, we are not showing your face.
You show my face.
No, we are not showing your face. Yeah. Yeah. So what she's telling us here at this market is that they had some disagreements going on here in the market. Now we're waiting for Me
bacho mo costo ni mo haya. Okay. Intimity say kasakasa bi here dey koso. Omo pamu obi. Ena mi pie be gina store we da pillar way. Pillar way baby papa itina ya. E wo pillar way nchen. Inti pillar ni nchen ni gina. Okay.
She said she was standing very close to a pillar here at the market. And again, okay. She was standing here.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she is saying we cannot independently verify or confirm what she's saying. She's saying that the military man hit the deceased with a stick.
Okay.
Well, she's saying that the deceased got angry after he was hit with a stick, and then he collected the stick from the soldier.
And the two,
drop the stick.
And small boy be fire and the command. Not na drug no so. It's a small body you and command no catch and say on train or about being.
Okay. One of the command.
Small boy be.
Okay, you speak English, so tell me in English.
It's one of small boy that we know who took the stone for the soldier man.
He took the stone or the stick?
The stick.
Okay.
For the soldier man because he was sitting at the truck.
Okay. Okay. And then when he gave the stick to the soldier, what happened?
Masa, umami kachi na umami ka.
You speak the English. Come from who are there? Speak the English.
Me can't. So before he took the stick, and he said, wait and see, I'm coming.
That's what a soldier said.
Yes. So we were here. When he took that Noyawa Ofochu, Michael Ofochu.
That's the deceased.
Yes. Take his this thing, as we know that he always train and use his strength for something, work for everything, pack people's things in this market. Everybody knows him. Before he was rolling the stone, training, the man come. We are standing here watching them. We thought maybe he wants to use the stick for him again, but not in the stick. What we will see, he just cracked his gun. Before, I thought he was going to give a warning shot. But I was standing here with one of my mother here. She just put the gun on his throat. When the bullets get out of the back of his head, here, he just used tissue. They pick the bullets inside rubber. I say, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Wait, who said I'm sorry?
He's the soldier man who said, I'm sorry.
The soldier said, I'm sorry.
Yes, I was here after killing him. When the blood flowing like this, I was urinating. I even think my pregnant will abort. And one of my mother even go private. He even shit for her body. It's not very good. It's very bad. The president brought them to come and guide us, not to kill us.
And you say you witnessed all of this?
Yes. Any place they will call me, I'm witness. I will tell anybody. I will complain. I will speak because I'm not dumb and deaf. I will talk as far as I'm there. Yes.
Once again, let me tell our listeners that we cannot independently confirm and verify these claims by these eyewitnesses here at the Simon Market. But I just want you to wrap up with, I mean, in the final moments of Ofochu, what exactly happened? You said he was lifting stones?
Ofochu doesn't exactly a moving or even shake. At that moment, the bullet gets back of him.
Okay, what happened? Okay, so tell me what happened before the soldier came back to shoot him?
He just say, I'm sorry,
No, okay.
and go. Walk around.
No, I want to know the final moment. What happened before the soldier came back to shoot him?
The final moment is what he was using his phone. He was using his phone. That is what he said. I should kill him. He said, kill him. Yes, that is the kill him.
Okay, so all of you gathered here, please. I know you're doing business here in this market, but we want you to go home. Social distancing is very important. You're agitated, but we want you to go home. Please. Social distancing is very important. And who is this crying? Hello. Okay.
She was also standing here.
Okay. Please, I want you to go back. Social distancing is very important at this point. Please, I want you to go back. Please, I want you to go back. Now, let's speak to this woman who is here, who really... Mommy, Pacho. Hello, what's your name?
My name is Ofosua. Ofosua.
Who is the deceased to you?
It's my brother.
Your brother. Who mama no papa bana?
Family brother.
Your family brother. Until who are na assembly see na?
Aye.
Again is here.
Indra mi wa top one mo ni me ko jai madam fo no ko fa aka. Iti me buy ni no be ani around. Ana me ko fa bed sheet e wo inside. Ana me so wa top iti me dodging so di me. Iti me sorry enu. Me hu soldier man ni say ojina say ohun mi nu. Ana say me pede wa say. Ana say me pede wa say na me say me be jinso. Iti me jinso na me full top. Ma wo say me brand so e den. Apia be jina ana soldier man ni ka che ni say onko ana si onye den onko nti onu ye oti ana soldier manu eko e no sabai oba ma say.
Okay, well, so essentially what she's saying is that she was inside. Her brother came here. When she came outside, she saw the military officer, the soldier man. The soldier man asked, the soldier actually asked his brother to go home, but his brother said that he cannot go home because this is where he lives. And I didn't do this.
Osi onko ana ka che ni so nu aha no ye den order into any baby then.
Well, she says that the brother said that this is where he sleeps and this is where he lives, so there's no, he doesn't have any place to go.
It's on na me catch soldier man say onya papa na dwenya papa nta ha no ye den oti onu no sisa market for amunyama gota mu and any 3 days onu no yi gota indrasu onu no yi gota ashma for po nyantua ni kaye ni sika wo ashma for a obekwaji itindra mi ba so ma miska mi ko dwale onu si oni skanti ni sika wo ashma for ni wonu mu iti soldier man ni ka say okonu onu si onu ha no obi aba mu catch soldier man ni say onya papa obi aba mu kache soldier man ni se onya papa ito ye ko ana mu kache ni se onkumnu ito kraki gonu o kraki gonu enyina ye kutuye before ye betinu bo ite me na mi dwane be na mi be so mi bla ni mu ana mi ye dede se amakumno ansa na nkrofu epiepie ba ofotu so mu kase ofotu aso soldier man mu tuonu mu amubua mimi wo wan so tuonu mu wan so soldier man wonya de akufado onhwe bibi yo ye ya danfo ye fidogo ye nti ase da.
Well, it's quite a narration there. But essentially, what I mean, she's saying is that the deceased actually did not wrestle or did not try to disarm the soldier who was on duty here. What she is saying that at a point they realized that the police, the soldier was going to pull the trigger, so they actually stepped back and they saw him, shooting the deceased. But the point that she's making here is that the deceased did not try to disarm the soldier. Once again, we cannot independently verify or confirm these claims being made by these eyewitnesses here at the assignment market. Indeed, we've heard from the military, and the military is saying that soldiers are saying that the military is saying that the gentleman actually tried to disarm the soldier. These residents, these eyewitnesses here are disputing that fact. As it stands now, hello, please, social distance, hello, please, can you go back for me, please? Kindly go back if you're not doing it in this market. Hello, please go back for me, please. Yeah, so this is it. This is what is happening here at this market. Agitation by the youth. The member of parliament for this is trying to calm the situation here. A lot of the market women are sad by the happening here. They say that the gentleman who's been killed was quite resourceful to this market, because usually he would come here, and because he's a truck pusher, he helps them with their heavy loads. He's the go-to person if you have the heavy load in this market. He would help you take it to whatever destination that you want for just a little fee. And now that this gentleman in his mid-30s has been killed, they do not know what is going to happen. Some of them we spoke to earlier said they are quite terrified, by the situation. And indeed, we've seen the member of parliament, here trying to calm tensions in this market. But once again, we cannot independently verify and confirm these claims and this eyewitnesses accounts by some of the market women here at the assignment market. You've heard from the military; they've denied this. From the assignment market, Maxwell Agbagba.
You'll give me a minute to make a talk something.
Thank you very much, Maxwell, for bringing us up to speed with that very worrying incident. The chilling accounts from the eyewitnesses you spoke to, and of course we'll be following this to bring you more in our subsequent bulletins.